that Vem was not able to get anything off stage. GCD Light recovery, is that going to KO? It does. Balloon Boy, I thought that was going to be Vem's game. Vem had all that momentum.
Yeah, I thought for sure that Balloon Boy was not going to get away with that downlight into the recovery, but he found the spot, found the timing, and he ended up getting that game, tying things up 1-1.
That's right. So, Vem Tranquilo, even though he lost that game, again, what he does so well is he knows how to break space against blasters. Also, he knows how to keep up his advantage state, especially off stage. He knows when it is his time to go in, and he's able to really, especially like on that second stock for Balloon Boy, he's able to make short work of it. But Balloon Boy, eventually, he starts mixing in some of those GCD lights behind him to be able to cover the cross-ups. In this game, it is inevitable that we're going to start getting into dash jumps and snap dashes back and forth around and crossing up each other. GCD Light through blasters is an amazing way to cover that.
Already starting to see those dash landings, starting to see them bounce back and forth. Nice pickup for Balloon Boy, downlight side air. Trying to keep them on that corner there.
Nice and patient to get back onto the stage. The platform coming in so clutch for Balloon Boy. The spot dodge and the series punish as well. Nice.
Vem, like you said, manages to break the space though. Stays out there, spot dodge to keep him in place, but side air drops on the wall.
And we've seen that so many times just today. He goes for the GC sidelight. Look at the position that he's in. Balloon Boy, are you going to be able to execute on this? No, not quite. He gives up a little bit of space. Vem Tranquilo gets in between the hits of the Enlight and finds that Enlight of his own. Enlight tries to go for the GCD light.
Yeah, saw him go for it, but the side air from Vem just beat it out in timing. Sidelight, side air, Vem's going to get the stock advantage.
What's it going to be? He's going to opt for the orb, and I like it. It's just able to contest him on Balloon Boy's disjoints. He's able to also keep his own space. Was that just bait? Did he just go for the side the other direction, saying, yeah, I want you to try and punish me. Go ahead with all the momentum that I have. Balloon Boy barely making it back on. Vem Tranquilo is such a menace.
I mean, Vem took the bait, he swung with the neutral light in the wrong direction, and that kind of set up the situation where Balloon Boy was able to get that recovery for the KO.
Dash jumping around, and dash jump fading back with that side just because of hitbox interpolation, like it covers so much space. Nice neutral load, calling out all that space directly on top of him. Vem knows how to be able to punish Balloon Boy's movement.
Balloon Boy trying to find a safe landing there, went for the weapon toss down, but didn't see it connecting. Vem able to get that recovery. He's just controlling the ground right now.
Good respect on that whiffed orb recovery. He knows that he was in no position to punish it, and just like that, GC sidelight sail puts Vem Tranquilo at another stock lead. But you know what, I'm gonna say it. There is no safety against Balloon Boy. He is so incredibly clutch, but Vem has all this momentum.
I don't think Vem needs safety right now. All he needs to do is trade out against Balloon Boy, and he's going to be going home with a 2-1 advantage over Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy not able to hit him with that gravity cancel side sig. The down sig connects though, reading the movement of Balloon Boy.
He is so patient with his use of it, but then every single time he goes for it, it ends up actually connecting. Vem Tranquilo going to be eating that GCD light recovery. It's not enough to take it off the top. Balloon Boy now going to be on the boots. He's looking for the sail. He's not going to be able to connect it. Vem Tranquilo is giving up so much stage and just saying whiff in front of me. Dashes up with that side light.
Nope. Misses the punish though.
Everybody misses their punish on it. Wow, okay. The end save is enough to be able to take it off the top, and just like that, last stock each.
Seeing Balloon Boy decide to stick with the boots this time. Generally, he's been sticking with the blasters. But it's going to be the orb of Vem that gets him the lead, 2-1.
Yeah, that is a nasty position to be in, getting neutralized by orb like that, and then it's just like, well, are they going to go to the left or to the right, and you're going to go ahead and toss a coin. Orb recovery, it speaks for itself. It's a pretty busted move.
It's good. It's a very good move. Yeah. You can drift left or right. You can try to follow the movement. If you don't have the dodge, it makes it a whole lot harder. But we're getting into game number 4. Balloon Boy, 1 game away from going down to the elimination side.
I think something Balloon Boy is struggling with is he is not able to capitalize a lot on Vem's landing. Vem has been so tricky with his landing, making himself as ambiguous as possible. Like you're seeing all these like GC side six from Balloon Boy end up whiffing, and Vem, when he has orb, he's able to play back so far, and just he waits for Balloon Boy just to do one thing that he shouldn't.
I'm looking at the stats between this game and the last one. The one that Balloon Boy looked a little bit better on, he used a lot more boots. This last one, he had boots and only did 36 damage with it.
definitely maybe something to stay away from and just leaning into the blastings. I think they've been effective, but Vem is so good at fighting blastings with his orb. Balloon Boy fights his way back on. He goes through the side light, but then Vem, he just dodges and jumps and waits. GC N Light to be able to punish the whip. GC D Light. Vem goes off stage. He commits. Balloon Boy, are you going to get anything done? Oh no! What's happening to him? What happened to him, Duke?
I feel like that was maybe a misinput and he wanted to do a grab and cancel down signature instead of that ground pound. He really was trying to bait Vem. Okay, nice down heavy. He was really trying to bait Vem with his movement, right? Like you saw him go over the corner, come back, go over the corner, come back, and Vem was not taking the bait, so Balloon Boy was like, okay, let's go for something a little bit more committal, but that was a little too committal.
Whoa, stringing along two-siders. Balloon Boy goes through the same ground pound, and look at the position that he's in. Balloon Boy, not like this. You do not lose 2 stocks to over-committing to ground pounds. What is going on?
These ground pounds off stage are just proving fatal to Balloon Boy. He's just putting himself in such dire situations, and now he is a full stock behind Vem 10 Kilo.
I mean, normally he's so confident in himself in the offstage gameplay. When he's sliding off with those D6 especially, he is able to get so much, but Vem 10 Kilo, he has avoided every single offstage option from Balloon Boy. The Seal comes out, the N Light as a follow-up. Okay, the ground pound connects. Is this gonna be the stock? But
Still touched. Balloon Boy so close, but he's sweating. This could be really bad for Balloon Boy. He gets underneath, gets the ground pound. We're going to final stocks.
That's why you never want to be able to space that D-Sig up too far, because it leaves that blind spot, it leaves that opening just to be able to get in between the stage and the hitbox. Balloon Boy, you have a fighting chance to be able to take this to a game 5. Not able to get the neutral like Vem. He tried to go for the crazy bait with that GC sidelight.
He wanted that turnaround at the top of the map. Could have been really bad. Balloon Boy trying to stay a little bit more on the ground. Hits him with the down sig, but that was like a nothing burger.
Oh. He got the hit, then he just ended up pushing Vem back onto the stage. That could have been so huge. Vem jumping back on. Balloon Boy is starting to cover high.
But Vem, he's got such a solid lead here. Doesn't hit the side air. Tries to go for the read. Balloon Boy still holding on to these boots. The side air is going to disarm him. Balloon Boy is in a bad spot.
He's going nice and slowly back onto the stage. Balloon Boy's left without a weapon. He uses the platform to his safety, and he's got to respect it. He's got to pick up that weapon again. The N Light's going to put him back off stage. And now Balloon Boy, he's being patient. He's being patient. Vem 10 Kilo gets hit by a sidelight, but there's no true follow-up in that position.
Just an air. Vem 10 Kilo is so close to finishing off Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy with the boots, goes for a side light, and that's the punish. Vem 10 Kilo with a 3-1, gonna get into the top 16.
Amazing, amazing stuff. Vem 10 Kilo gonna be taking this out in a 3-1 fashion. But I gotta say, that game, opening off like that with those 2 ground pounds, that's for top 8 winners.
Yeah, he just got into top 8.
Wow.
Excuse me for misspeaking. Yeah, he just got into the top 8. We've still got some more qualifiers to go, but yeah, he's done for the day.
Now, once again, South America as a region just overall asserting dominance. They're so good. There's so many players representing the region. And Vem 10 Kilo definitely no slouch. So good stuff. He was able to take the game over Balloon Boy. Well, those ground pounds at the end of that. I didn't like them.
Yeah, I don't think Balloon Boy liked them. I think most people wouldn't like them, except for maybe like Vem 10 Kilo and his family. They probably liked them a lot.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, he was happy for you. He was like, okay, you want to go ahead and give me the stock on a silver platter? I'll be more than happy to go ahead and take it. So that being said, I feel like only at the end, I don't think Balloon Boy connected a single signature other than, you know, in that last game. Normally, like with his VV, he is so good at catching landings, especially with stuff like Leaf Shield. So that felt like a little bit anticlimactic, but also Vem's movement was just that good. Vem's advantage state, his juggles with the orb were really nice. I really like his orb above all else because he is able to play back. He's able to give people a lot of space to make mistakes in. Orb, the amount of space it's able to cover with like a dash jump sail, with a dash and side light, he took full advantage of it. And then when he needed to, off stage, the reversal potential with the gauntlets is immeasurable.
Yeah, it really felt like there was no situation where Vem felt uncomfortable. Like, he was good with the orb, he was good with the gauntlets, he was able to get in on top of Balloon Boy, and it was really Balloon Boy just trying to figure out what he can do against Vem 10 Kilo, and the unfortunate answer is that he couldn't figure out what to do against Vem 10 Kilo.
That is not the last that we have seen of Balloon Boy. He's going to be knocked down into the elimination side. So yeah, I'm excited to see him go through elimination side. That is going to be a demon in bracket. Nobody wanted to probably go up against either of them.
Okay, Vemtankilo, he is our first person into the top 8 of things. Catching up with the bracket, though, guess what? Marky Moo 3-2'd Kaina to get into the top 16 of things, and he's going to have to go up against Yuz if he wants to get into the top 8.
Hold on. You're going past this a little bit too quickly. Marky Moo taking a win over Kaina. That's pretty huge. When was the last time that the two of them ended up playing? That was a midseason. I remember that set. That was Kaina's set. He ended up winning that in a game 5. And then at the Autumn Royale, that was also another game 5 in Marky Moo's favor. So actually, they were quite back and forth. That's pretty impressive. Good stuff to Marky Moo. What was the total game count to another game 5? So now he has to fight Yuz. Man, going through the gauntlet today. Kaina into Yuz, and that's just to get into the top 8.
Yeah, that is a very tough path. Also in the qualifiers, Zavai, you said earlier, was able to beat out Moni, and Guichibu was able to 3-0 West. We've also got Stingray, who 3-2'd Ian, and he's about to qualify if he can beat the winner of Radish versus Ahmet.
We're so back. No, that's sick. Yeah, Stingray has also been on an amazing bracket run. Like most notably, he was able to get the win over Escrith. The crowd was super, super electric for that. So you better have been watching on the side stream, because if not, I'd be pretty upset with you. Yeah. So as you mentioned, Vemtankilo makes into the top 8. Now it's going to be Godly Zavai going up against Guichibu. Guichibu now in contention for top 8 winner's side. How did he get here? Well, he 3-0'd West. And then if I go ahead and I try to look and pull up some of his previous matches today. I might need a minute to do that.
Okay.
I apologize. I was building it up.
I saw you pull up their match, and I was like, I don't think you know where you're going, but you're going to figure it out.
Eventually, yeah. Who else did he end up beating? He beat Mac. Guichibu, of course, ended up being West, as we just mentioned. And then a couple of names, actually, that I don't recognize. Okay, but now this is where it gets serious. This is where it gets really, really competitive. Now, let's stop talking about them. Let's talk about what we have in front of us. Radish up against Ahmet.
Yep, winner of this, like I said earlier, will be going up against Stingray. So this is a qualifier for top 16. Whoever wins this is not done for the day. They've still got more sets to do, and this is gonna be a tough battle. This is potentially kind of the battle of the orbs. Radish, our North American Red Raptor player, he's long been kind of the orb player for the game. And then on the other side, Ahmet, the new blood, who's really shown that orb can be played in new and fantastic ways.
I didn't realize how much Patriot we've had going on. This
is a lot.
This is a lot. Okay, I'm getting a little uncomfortable thinking about it. Yeah, Vemtankilo representing, and then of course Ahmet, who ended up getting first, by the way, at the Autumn Royale. Just an exceptional player. Just really, I feel like a quick rise to success, like one of EU's finest at the moment. And now he's going to be going up against Radish. At the Autumn Royale, though, I believe that, you know, both of them took a set off of each other.
Okay, but ultimately it was Ahmet who won the Autumn Royale, so I think he won the more important set, some might say.
Some might say. So Radish against Ahmet. The only difference between the two of them is that any other has gauntlets. What is going to be the big deciding factor? I mean, I want to see how effective Ahmet's like reversal game is off stage. If Radish is going to be going out there and he's going to be threatening him with stuff like Boots Downer, if he's going to be threatening with like Boots Ground Pound, with Orb Downer, how well is Ahmet going to be able to sneak around that and be able to perhaps find, I don't know, like a jump neutrally with gauntlets of his own to be able to flip that around. On the other side of things, I want to see how effective Radish's advantage state with the boots is going to be. Everybody, game number 1. This is to get into the top 8 qualifiers. So not get into the top 8, but we're in top 32. This is winner's side. Let's go.
Starting off in favor of Radish, was able to get the first 2 weapon spawns. Right now, Ahmet struggling to get onto the stage. Finally gets up there, gets those gauntlets. Likely wanting some orbs, though. They tend to be the comfort weapon for both players.
We're getting some good neutral. Ahmet is just stepping up to the plate. Radish going to be able to catch that cross up with the end light. Very nice. Ahmet just goes low with that side, getting a little bit of extra momentum. The double recovery, not enough to take it off the top, but Ahmet's weapon's coming back down, just falls into the end sig. Wow.
Somewhere out there, Walt is giving a caw, because that end sig came out early, it hit hard, and it got that KO. This is a nice lead for Radish.
Oh, he wants to get those juggles. Radish's juggling is looking so effective. He's catching the landing. He gets the end light. He gets a side light. The damage is piling on, and Ahmet, he just wants to get a hidden of his own. But his juggling, that was not Radish's juggling just now.
Now, Ahmet really struggling here against Radish. Starting to find a couple of hits here, just a couple of side airs. Backs away there, awkward landing from Radish on top of Ahmet.
Okay, nice, good catch there from Radish, just doing a good job of occupying the space. He has all the stage control that he could possibly ask for. He commits, he doesn't find the hit.
Side airs. Ahmet looking like an axe player. He's just going for these side airs, and that's all he really needs right now is they've been adding up. They've been doing that damage.
Yeah, and just like an axe player, the one that he needs to actually connect so he can get the KO don't actually end up connecting. But the Endlight is going to be able to do it. Radish with a 3-1 stock lead. He is looking to put away Ahmet. He wants nothing to do with him.
Dude, yesterday in his interview, Ahmet was like, everybody was so easy at the Autumn Royale. I think Radish took that a little bit personally, as he is showing this is not going to be an easy 1v1.
Oh yeah, he is here to fight the side. He's not going to be able to connect with the Endlight. Still not enough to do it. Oh no, poor Gauntlets. Ahmet not going to be able to get the jump call out that he was looking for. The D-Light, because of the fact that Radish dashed into it, it was initially unpunishable, so Ahmet, he just repositioned and he got the Endlight on his next option.
Now he's sticking with the gauntlets. Might be the weapon he needs. If he can get Radish off stage, goes for the wake up, gravity cancel sidelight. Radish just with a tap with the weapon toss.
Oh, Radish is so confident in neutral against Ahmet. He's just stepping up. He is fading back. He is giving him a little bit of space. Oh, but Ahmet, I love that landing. Neutral, he just called out, you know, him being stacked.
Yep. Got that gravity cancel sidelight, but he knew Radish's dodge was going to be coming up, so he opted to just back away, just take that little bit of damage, but the recovery cuts off the path. Ahmet starting to take a lot of damage here.
Radish's keep away game is looking phenomenal. Ahmet is doing anything he can to dash jump in. He wants to catch Radish stacked because he wants to get a down, he wants to get a neutral, but Radish, every single time that Ahmet whiffs, he's just able to convert it into more and more damage. I don't know if this is something that Ahmet can now come back from. He's gonna have to pull a fast one, but look at it again. He just walks back, sidelight, side punish. Ahmet off stage, safely spaces it, the down, and he's able to punish the next option.
Yeah, Radish looking comfortable with that orb, just spacing out against Ahmet. Ahmet constantly just trying to chase him down and not finding a way in onto Radish.
Yeah, I wonder how Radish right now, he's just feeling so confident that Ahmet is going to move the way that he is. I'd like to see maybe some more non-committal movement from Ahmet, right? So like he's just like shimmying in and maybe, you know, like the occasional like dash and spot dodge cross up. But right now, Radish, he just knows when he gives Ahmet enough space, Ahmet is going to be in front of him. The question is, how does Ahmet approach that line of ambiguity and start to bait that instead from Radish and taking it to another level? Maybe integrating some weapon tosses from across the stage could be a nicer way for him to break neutral.
It is a good way to kind of extend the reach as you're going up against somebody who will indeed kind of put a lot of space between yourself and your opponent. Just looking at the raw numbers though, Radish 100%, that was all about the orb, held it for 84% of the game, did 496 of his 537 damage with that orb. On the other side, Ahmet was not able to get his orb online, held it for 27% of the game, only did 87 damage with it.
Yeah, not so much, and that's like odd because you'd feel like, you know, he didn't want to go for the orb just to be able to contest some of these disjoints as well. When he was on the gauntlets, you know, again, he was always looking for jumping in and getting a neutral, trying to get on top of Radish, but the problem is when he was going through downers and when he whiffed an Endlight, orbs with punish game is so consistent, it is so good, it is so broken, because from across the stage you can just say, hey, it's sidelight side time, let me scoop you up and let me deal, quite frankly, a little too much damage.
Like you said, I think Ahmet might want to go for some slightly less committal options. Specifically, like you said, Gauntlet Dare and Gauntlet Neutralite both kind of lock you in a position. Great for doubles, but not so great when you whiff in singles.
But when you hit it, it's like, oh, okay, everything's good. So we're going into the next game. Let's see if Ahmet's going to be able to make the kinds of adjustments that he needs, or perhaps with some creative solutions that we haven't figured out. With punishing boots is so difficult because just when you think that you can get in, it actually turns out it has less recovery frames.
All right, Ahmet sticking with the gauntlets for now. No weapon spawns for the swap option. Instead, just trying to find a way to get in on top of Radish. He's trying to go in, go back. You see him kind of trying to bait Radish.
Oh, he's dashing in and he's dashing out, he's dashing in, he's dashing out, he catches Radish, he gets the neutral. Little by little, Ahmet is beginning to find his approach.
Like you said, though, also going for less committal options. Lots of neutral airs. He even hit one of them, and then he sat back. He's sweat beating, though. He's going to take some damage for it.
Radish just following Ahmet's movement there, goes in with him, able to catch that jump.
Oh, he didn't touch.
Ahmet.
He didn't touch.
Okay. Unfortunate. Happens to the best of us.
Yep. He thought he touched. You saw him go close to the wall and then try to drift away, likely not wanting to stick on the wall for too long, but he didn't get the smoke cloud, he didn't get the wall touch animation.
Now look how patient Ahmed is being. He is stepping up and doing absolutely nothing at all. He is stepping up, he fades back with that side of Radish, knowing that was too far back for him to try and go for the punish. He whiffs that end light, now Radish was able to find that opening, but Ahmed, he is doing a lot of non-committal movement, or he's just trying to intimidate Radish. He is getting
crazy
and doing nothing.
Tried to catch Radish there with that gravity cancel side light, but Radish's recovery actually beat it out. Nice sider to punish the whiff on the side of Radish, but Ahmed.
So welcome, anybody who's out there listening. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, Ahmed, look at how patiently he's playing. But
Currently right now, just walking on the treadmill and watching this match.
It is Ahmed going to be bringing that stock count to
kind of insane, not gonna lie.
I think he's making exactly those adjustments in neutral that we may have talked about.
Yeah, playing a lot
Ahmed has been doing a phenomenal job all day, and it's just been awesome to just kind of see.
Those actions turn things around.
Nice punish on that whip side light, able to find a side of his own. Radish,
Yep.
I don't think you're hitting anybody with that N-Sig today, I'm afraid. Ahmed got a good punish on that one.
No clue why this microphone is so sensitive right now.
Ahmed still finding hits though. Radish, all right, lands down. Gets
hello, 1, 2, 3.
That one's gonna hit and it will KO in the off stage, and Radish trying to maintain that lead.
That was so optimal because normally that's a space that's so difficult for people to.
Let me try this one. Yeah, this one is also loud. Why? Why is it so loud?
That was probably the best option that he had. Radish, so optimal, so good. Ahmed trying to get some juggles in of his own, but I think Radish.
All right, this one's not that bad. This one sounds pretty good.
Almost does it.
Ahmed close to KOing Radish here, likely looking for a side light side air if he can get the position. That's one of the reasons why Radish is staying a little bit more aerial against Ahmed.
Oh my gosh, if he had just fast fallen a little bit sooner before he went for the side, he might have been able to catch Radish on the ground, but he went for it rising. He got caught on the
kind of crazy here.
Okay, that's still not enough. Ahmed, he needs anything to be able to take the stock out.
All right, so we got Radish up right now.
He's looking for that recovery, goes for the neutral right there, and that's an easy punish for Radish. Ahmed now starting to commit.
Okay, let me turn it down like this. Let me see. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
The down signature to beat the motorcycle.
You're not supposed to punish that. That's usually like a
All right, should be way better.
I have to let that go. Ahmed, okay, all of a sudden he is turning it up. Radish is getting all of his options called out. Ahmed, are you going to make this?
So 1 stock to 1 star Radish, one of the GOATs. Seen him in plenty of competitions, specifically collegiate.
Now it's orb v orb.
Oh, Ahmed, he tried to fade back with the sail, but then Radish is just able to cover the same exact
Obviously, I've seen him in others, but man.
Ahmed is being so patient. He is faking him out. He gets back to center stage. Radish gives up space. Ahmed knows
out here wondering why this, once again, wondering why this microphone's so loud. Let me.
Impeccable. Sidelight sail comes through.
Spot dodge from Ahmed, got past the recovery, starting to get more hits, side light, side air, still not
1,
quite
2, 3,
even
testing 1, 2, 3.
To Radish's favor as he gets the recovery to go up 2-0.
And that was
there we go. Had to turn it all the way down, but I think it's finally at a level there.
Was snowballing in his
favor. It's gonna work.
But then ultimately, Radish, he had effectively built up such an amazing lead for himself. Nicely done. Dude, punishing motorcycle, punishing that side sig like that, I've never seen that. I usually...
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, like Layman acts side sig as well. Like,
oh
you see
my
it
gosh, doing pretty good right now. I mean, just looking at both players, they're
really
looking for a lot. I mean, think about it. This is BCX, the World Championship. You want to make sure that you're doing the best that you can. And right now, Ahmed has had a phenomenal showing. I think they did an interview earlier, and he was talking about how well he's going to do, and now I have no clue.
This is where perhaps some adaptation will come into play. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he really got his orb online in that last game. He was able to put out 423 damage with his orb, actually more than Radish was able to put out, but Ahmed just took a little bit too much damage too early.
Radish just patrolling the ground, doing what he does best, and Ahmed, he just guessed correctly that Radish was going to stand still, that he wasn't going to.
Oh, come on. Ahmed, Radish. Something's got to happen here.
Call out, just saying, get out of my airspace.
Said you're going to come up in the aerial position, side light, side air. Ahmed now with a nice and healthy lead.
That's an amazing lead. Above all else, I have to say. So
great little piece up there by Ahmed. They're going to be able to get some good.
Patient. He's going to say, Radish, you got the deficit. You're going to go ahead.
Some good value there overall.
With punishing me.
Ball's a little too low, and Radish takes advantage, hits him with the ground pound. Ahmed, he just went for.
Oh man, Radish is going to return the favor. It's 2-2. Ahmed has everything to lose here, though. I think they're going to go into losers bracket if they do end up dropping this. So they still have a lot of opportunities, but they don't want to drop this they want to stay in winners if at all possible.
Jump called out, nicely done. Ahmet just committing to the neutral, not able to get the anti-air, side. Radish is not gone yet, but the weapon toss still doesn't.
Just something about winners, man. You want to stay there going into the final day.
Goes to the outside, catches him, and gets the gravity canceled down like ground pound.
I mean, I get it, but like in a way, he kind of like sealed his fate.
Okay, so Ahmet is up
dodge.
2 stocks to 1.
Like,
not too bad. He might have the opportunity here to tie it up and
neutral air that he tried to turn around.
Not tie it up, but take a game and then force another game and potentially stay in this.
Radish's position was so good, he needed to wait a little bit longer. If he had just waited a second longer,
right.
pound in the other direction, that perhaps would have been the stock. Ahmet missing his whip punish. Radish is off stage. Is this going to be the end of Radish's stock? Not quite.
Got past, got around, starting to shove Ahmet off stage, but still behind. Down air connects, weapon toss connects, Radish still gets the touch. Ahmet backs away, but it's just a bait. Down like ground pound.
Oh, Ahmet almost being able to take that. No.
This was a game
hits again, and there it is. Gonna secure. They're gonna force another game.
He was so much more confident in his offstage gameplay. Really, really nicely done. Radish was just playing on the back foot the whole time.
I want to know what he's saying. Ahmet is, I don't know if he's talking to himself or if he's talking to the screen, but he is definitely feeling all sorts of emotions as he's going through this set.
That's right. We're going into the next game now. Again, my friends, we have to be
Ahmet has to lock in here, man. And this is what I mean. They got to be able to play at this high level, not feel, or excuse me, not take that pressure and let it impact him too hard.
All he's got to do is win one more game, and he's knocking Ahmet to the elimination side of things, and Radish will continue on into the top 16.
Radish, man, but Radish is a GOAT. Once again, I've seen him time and time again in collegiate and in professional type of gameplay for a long time, so I would love to see them move on. But Ahmet, one of those up-and-coming players that we've seen even today do really well against other players that have been surprising.
He is the one that is successfully baiting a lot of Ahmet's movement, but there's so
and they had that interview, and they were like, hey, you know, I am one of the best players here. I definitely have the potential to take this, so I 1,000% believe it. So
that spacing game, Ahmet trying to get him to come a little bit closer.
Ahmet backing up a little bit here. Nobody wants to commit to anything because they know that this is a game defined by the whip punishes.
Nothing too much yet.
This exact weapon ditto. This is what this weapon does. Radish whips the recovery. Ahmet just respecting the landing.
So orb. 3 stocks to 3 stocks, really good right now. Although damage advantage is on the side of Radish, but for how long is a real question, as both of them are fishing for those side airs, potentially that bread and butter side light into side air.
Radish the one to connect with the neutral light.
The difficult thing is
the nair light tries to read the jump, doesn't get it. Dare, nothing. Recovery, it will catch and it will kill. Turnaround recovery, great job there on the side of Radish. So they're going to be able to secure that stock first, but once again, we've seen it time and time again. This is BCX. Ahmet definitely has the opportunity to bring it back.
Sometimes you get hit by a motorcycle, so you got to be careful. Okay. Radish holding on to the stage here, fading back with that neutral. Ahmet is once again struggling to be able to get in. Now he's integrating the weapon tosses. He was able to pick up the orb as well here, just immediately committing off stage just when Radish decides I'm gonna go up and above.
Ahmet looking for that side light side air. He's got good damage here on Radish.
Ahmet can't take too much damage here. I mean, once again, they're down to stock. They have to secure this stock as quickly as possible. Does the nair aerial? He's not able to get the recovery right after. They got to bait out that movement or that dodge, excuse me.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, dare into a recovery, still won't connect.
That landing side air attempt from Ahmet. Once again, just punishing Ahmet. Ahmet keeps going for these attacks, and Radish just finding that hit.
The airs are coming out by both players. I mean, that's just a tried and true. I mean, if you continue to rack up those side airs, you're going to get that damage over and over again. And that's all that Radish is looking for, as they should. There's that bread and butter combo. Oh! No! That was good. He's able to come back to stage, though, and touch.
Just is able to ease it out, but Ahmet, he needs to dial back on when he thinks he can actually.
Okay, so he's finally able to secure that stock, but guys, look at that damage.
Swing onto Radish, and Radish is getting those punishes. Recovery almost does it, man. Ahmet about to lose this second stock.
Down coming through. Okay,
what's up, AC Poo?
Not gonna do actually all that much except put Ahmet.
Drops her on, brother.
He's playing patiently. He's going slowly. He respects that. Very nice.
Recovery will connect. Swings just enough around Radish, and this is almost a full stock advantage for Radish.
Feels like Ahmet right now, he is playing so second.
Shout out
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft
wants to wait for Radish to press it impatient
for activating drops on my channel. Allow me to co-stream Brawlhalla. Gotta love it. But now what we're seeing is Ahmet And Radish, what's a good Radish?
Is this going to be a big Radish dub?
I've seen Radish time and time again in Collegian, so really rooting for Radish, but something about the up-and-coming players, right? Something about those that really want to shake up the scene, like Ahmed. I really am rooting for them as well, so yes, you know, I know Radish a little bit more, but whoever wins this match, moving on, it's going to be an interesting story.
Radish, he needs a side. Radish, he just needs a sidelight. He needs a good cover if he sets up that juggle. He goes for the end sig. Okay,
Yo.
I mean, I guess you have a stock up. Do whatever you want.
3 stream streak. Shout out AC
His
Poo.
punish was a sidelight side air. Ahmed did not get that much off of it. Radish just
Next time AC Poo streams, we're going to have to hop in there and drop the prime.
Damage. Radish knows that he can still just get the KO unarmed. He doesn't even need to pick up a weapon.
Ahmed though super hurt.
At this point.
And once again, if they go down here, that's the set.
The end light comes through. It pushes Ahmed off stage. Radish is playing with such boldness. Ahmed not going to be able to get the stock off that whip down heavy.
Okay.
Radish knows he
Ahmed
has
to secure the stock right here, right now. If they want a chance.
At this rate, there's the recovery. There's the KO. Ahmed, final stocks here. Can he force the game 5? He's got to play perfect.
Just barely.
Oh my gosh, he's going to opt to go for the orb and not the gauntlets. That wasn't enough to KO off the top, of the next one definitely will.
Oh!
Can't land.
They're lucky. Oh, that's it.
Radish, he got all the damage he needed. Just needed that one final hit, and that recovery did it. Radish with a 3-1, knocking our
Radish,
Monarch,
the GOAT, ends up taking the set 3-1. Ahmed was looking like there was some life going into them there towards the end. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too late. They weren't able to clutch it up. They weren't able to bring it back. Radish will be moving on to top 16 against Stingray. Whoa.
Exactly the threat zones. And something that Radish does, he just, you know, when he knows, like, hey, I'm just going to press.
I wonder if they're doing top 16 tonight into top 8, or if they're doing top 16 singles tomorrow, because in doubles, they only have top 4.
He's pressing non-committal buttons, and he knows exactly what he does and does not have to respect. Ahmed, on the other hand, I feel like he didn't respect some of Radish's buttons.
Or maybe top 6 they have in duos. Let me check that.
Just big baits and really big reversals.
Yeah, I think Ahmed started to get
I really got to check that because I remember seeing a graphic the other
a
day
lot of things to hit. Even
about
that,
them.
Final recovery that led to that KO situation where he ate the unarmed recovery.
People
and the
moving on.
recovery.
Let's see. I think it's top 6.
He was just throwing out attacks and hoping that Radish would not respond.
Yeah, but that is not the end of Ahmed, of course, because he has been.
I hope we get to see some top 16 matches tonight. If not, we're going to be co-streaming tomorrow.
Who even gets into the winner's side of top 8? So Ahmed knocked down into eliminations, and then, oh my gosh, Duke, you and I have such amazing,
Ahmed is going down to losers, so they still got a chance. They've been playing really well all day, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad we got to see like such a.
They can't be too hard. They can't be too unhappy about it.
Like why this is, you know, one of the best weapons in the game.
There's a reason why people have been saying Orb is a really strong weapon, one of the best weapons in the game
for a
long time.
This info chat so I can let you guys know.
Started to agree and
I think
like,
tomorrow for duos, I think it's top 6 that have been established, but could be completely wrong.
It's like it used to be something that you would say in Brawlhalla to like sound smart.
There's a graphic out there. I know there is. I'm gonna find it. I found it this morning.
You know, Orb ends up actually being excellent years later on. Like everybody's on Orb, so. You know, just know that I was there first. And many of you guys.
This year, the meta dev was Vi. Excuse me, not Vi.
The real believers, yeah, they've all been here the whole time. The believers were in our hearts the whole time.
Robotic
like
girl.
You said, that was just a qualifier into the
Val.
top 16. Radish
I'm tripping.
3-1 over Ahmed. Now he's going up against Stingray, another North American, to get into the top 8.
Yeah,
I just don't play her that much. So
I think I said top 8 earlier.
Let me see.
Yes, he does have to fight one more. That is going to be
Doubles
a crazy
weekend.
match. Radish against Stingray. That is definitely not one to be missed. And Duke, you and I, we have so many more
look at this.
qualifying matches. That is it for the top 16 matches, right? It's all qualifiers now?
Yep, everybody, our upcoming sets are going to be qualifying for the top 8, maybe top side. We might go down to the elimination side, but there's still some cool stuff going down there.
Top
like
8,
the
yep.
fact that Kaina's still out, or still up. He beat out Acno.
So we are going to see top 16.
Up against XJ Cool J. Moonier's still in there, just beat out Rutsme 3-0.
Kaina's still in. I predict South America's taking it. South America's taking doubles and singles. Although EU has been up and coming, Chad, I'm not going to lie about that. EU has been up and coming. They've been doing a really good job. We've seen them. I think the top teams in duos are EU. Like majority of them are EU.
He is proving exactly why that is. I wish we could get every single set of all time streamed. It's going to be elimination side, but alas, logistics after all. In the elimination side, also Wallace, not somebody to forget about at all, but moving away from all that. We're not
Yeah,
elimination.
Sigs on
This
Petra.
should
Ooh,
be
use.
all about the winner's
Yes.
side.
Oh
So
my
Jake
God,
Fox,
guys.
who do we have coming up?
This
That's
match
your world
is insane.
champion,
I think
baby.
this is the
That's
number one.
Hughes right there, current
This might be number one
two-time
NA versus number
singles
one
world champion,
South America?
vying for the 3rd world championship title, but he's going up against Markimu. The person who
Hughes
just
is a
knocked
2-time
down
world champion,
China.
bro.
Hughes is in an
He won
interesting
last
spot,
year. Hughes
despite
is just an
being a world
amazing.
champion, despite being one
There
of
he
the
is, right
best
there.
to ever do it. Such a strong player. People still
There he is,
go,
right there.
I'm going to list literally anyone else except Hughes.
Woo!
Yeah, wake up. Get it together, everybody. Hughes is here to stay. And you know what? He is also on the precipice of making Brawlhalla history. Because
There's
while there
Hughes,
have
a
been
champion,
technically
the world
3 consecutive
champion.
BCXs won, if you count the online
We have seen him in
championships,
other
that
kind of
is
avenues
quarantine.
with some potential
Nobody
cracks, but
has claimed
I figured that they came very, very prepared for BCX. So,
Hughes
but
won
Markimu.
2023. Hughes
So
won
Hughes is actually
2024.
PR number
You need
2.
to
I believe
understand
PR number
that
1
if
is going
Hughes
to be
wins it all this
Kaina.
weekend, which will be defined tomorrow, and some
Although
of the
Hughes, once again,
today,
won that singles
he will be
world
making
championship. So
Brawlhalla history. He will be the new
Markimu, I
GOAT,
think number
the
1 question mark.
undeniable
Let's see.
GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not on your Mount Rushmore
Yup,
yet,
PR
he
number
gets
1.
the 3-time
So this is PR number 1 for
back-to-back.
North America.
He better be on those Mount Rushmores. But in order to do that, in order to get into the top 8 of things, he's got to go up against
1 and 2, but I
Markimu,
consider
the
maybe
North
using
American
kind
golden boy,
of going
our
back and
local
forth
Fenrir player
as
who
1 and
just,
2.
like
So
you said, beat out Kaina 3-2.
Yeah, and his results just speak for themselves.
No, this is gonna
guys.
be an insane
if
match.
you talk about anything that Markimu
No
does,
cap.
you'll just see a bunch of 2s and a bunch of 1s. He got 2nd at the Autumn Royale, 2nd to Ahmed. He got 1st at the Autumn Championships. He got 1st at the Summer Championships. Mid-seasons was a little bit rough for him uncharacteristically. He ended up getting 7th. He got 1st at the Spring Royale. And then if we look perhaps at last year's BCX, he ended up placing 3rd. Markimu has just exploded on the scene, and he is really showing off why he is somebody to be feared. He is showing off exactly what he is capable of, and can he take the set against Hughes is going to be an amazing question. The last time that these two fought, I don't think I have that info for you right off the top of my head. I'm not able to get that for some reason.
Creed.
Help. Yeah, I don't really have that information for you guys right now. I'm so sorry, you're not going to be able to pull that up, but definitely seen them go at it in the past. Yeah, the winner of this is going to get into the winning side of top 8. That is a lot of security. That is definitely what you want. But you guys need
CEO.
to... Oh, CEO. Okay.
CEO was the last time they ran into each other, and it went the way of Markimu, who won 3-1. It was actually Hughes who went home with a 9th place finish at CEO. Before that, the last time they ran into each other, Max Mode, another LAN event, where it was Hughes who won 3-1 over Markimu.
Yeah, but now, Hughes, he is on the Priya. He is on the Chakrams. We're bringing back Chakrams, and I actually don't know if there's anybody else in this top 16 that is representing Chakrams, but he, you know, if there's anything that Hughes does, well, he does a lot of things well. His whiff punishing, his neutral, and his patience are just straight up the best in the world. He plays so patiently. He knows exactly when to alternate between, hey, what am I covering cross-ups? What am I baiting? He can make even the best players look incredibly foolish. That is just how patient he is, and that is just how tactical he is.
Yeah, it's really funny because obviously I think a lot about Brawlhalla coming into the World Championship. I had this conversation where it was like, is Hughes showing us that Priya is the best legend in the game? Like, is he just showing us that, you know what, people need to start getting on that Priya game? And my personal opinion was, no, Hughes could be playing with anyone. He could be playing with random, with all the stats nerfed, and he still would do well because the way that Hughes plays is independent of the character he plays. He just plays the character and does really well with that character.
Yeah, he has really pragmatic taste in legends. Like, he's just going to like pick what he also like, you know, personally like really believes in, but also his legends, his legend picks feel like they go so hand in hand with that patient playstyle. Even after all the nerfs to Sword and everything, he's still showing off, hey, you know, it's not about the actual weapon, it's about the player that is wielding it. He is patient, and yes, you're gonna say, oh, well, he's passive. I don't care, because he is just that good. He is just showing that it is so difficult to approach somebody like him. He is not easy to predict, and he is not easy to bait. You can't make him play your own game.
But on the other side, he's going up against Markimu, another one of those high aggro, high energy players. He's willing to go for those offstage battles. He's willing to chase as far as he can. The question is, can he open up Hughes to get those opportunities? As we get into it, it is, of course, going to be the Fenrir Mordex versus the Priya.
That's right, the classic picks, and already Hughes going to be starting off here on the Chakrams, and Markimu put into disadvantage. Hughes is just getting as close as possible to Markimu and seeing what he's going to go ahead and do next. And now we begin the ladders. Now we begin the Chakram ladder of doom.
I mean, one of Yu's greatest strengths from all time has been his ability to read, gets that falling side air. Marky Moo in a little bit of trouble, sweat beads, but he still gets the touch. Yu's sticking with a split, yeah, wants to add up more damage, but he's going for these downlights to fuse up and gets a little bit of a bigger hit.
He's beginning to get these juggles going. Marky Moo not able to find that many clean openings, and Yu's actually tossing away the chakrams in lieu of the sword. Let's see what he's got for us. He's just getting close to Marky Moo, doing absolutely nothing. That sword was just active enough. Is that going to be it? Not quite.
But he did swap early enough. Another recovery. Didn't have the downlight before it, so he didn't have that extra damage. This time, downlight recovery will KO Yu's with a stock advantage.
Yeah, he just made Marky Moo so uncomfortable in that juggle. Also, Marky Moo, I'm sure that he is cursing that side platform. He wanted that so badly. He is going out there for the ground pound, already looking for a way to be able to close it all out, but Yu's, he makes it back on. We're back in neutral. The weapon tosses are essential. You cannot beat Yu's without relying on weapon tosses to break neutral.
Okay, good play from Marky Moo. Jumps over the side air, gets the ground pound. Doesn't hit the down air. Yu's now with the advantage state.
That's not what we want to see from Marky Moo. Usually he just hits those. That was an uncharacteristic whiff. Hopefully he's able to clean that up, and Yu's is just racking on the damage.
Just naring from below, just throwing these blades into Marky Moo. Marky Moo taking so much damage on the second stock. Finally gets a hit, but he can't get the side sig after.
Look, he's just getting close to him and then walking away. He knows exactly the timings that he needs. The end light's gonna be knocking away his weapon, and now he's on the sword. He needs that D-light. Okay, Marky Moo, he baited a landing, and he got a GC D-light. He's not able to take that free stocks.
Ooh, big attempt there from Marky Moo with the gravity cancel down heavy. Used with a soft punish with that neutral light. Down light wouldn't have reached because Marky Moo was in the air, but still, okay, nice side air. Yeah, that'll be the stock.
He gets a stock, but at what cost? You know, this is like truly KO by 1,000 cuts. Yu's just really racks on that damage. He makes it so easy for himself to be able to get the KO. The side light punishes the whip GCD light, and now Yu's needs anything at all. There it is, the recovery to take it off the top. He is a full stock ahead. But again,